We streaming?
We are now.
Oh, we are now. Okay.
Were we not? Wait.
You know how it goes here.
I do.
Over there. Wait, no, they're over here. Wait, no. Where are they?
We don't have Santa hats.
We need like a little light. Oh, there he is.
Well, I got my Christmas. Yeah, I didn't wear mine. You didn't don any gay apparel?
No. Which is
not like the ATF.
No.
Yeah, right. Wait. Gay and lesbian.
Right. Oh, Merry Chrysler.
Puppy dog.
Merry Chrysler. Welcome. This is hopefully a TFP stream.
We actually
are we live?
This
We're
is
live, man.
This is
Okay,
happening.
very good.
This is happening.
Very good.
This is like.
According to who, though?
Where did we go? Oh, yeah.
How did I get here? This is
not my beautiful live stream studio.
Oh, this is totally different.
Oh, I thought it was
Man.
beautiful.
Do you guys see this beautiful live stream studio?
Are people here? Are they?
I don't know how the stream is going. Again, we're all on
there.
new stuff. So
You can't see questions or anything?
Oh,
man,
Lord.
that's-
How are we
This
going to do
is-
this?
I'm just getting feedback from them. Keep talking.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Well,
Wait,
we
them. So there's a them. That's
have
good.
been
why don't you
working.
show it off, dude?
Yeah, we've been working on a little project here for a little bit now. I think since September, maybe even August. We started this. It's been an undertaking. We built
Great
this
and noble one.
addition to the firing pin in what, Josh? 2016, I want to say. 16, I think.
16.
Pretty soon after we built it, we were like, we need a little extra space. We need a little bit of a garage. We've got a tractor. We've got a forklift. We've got like equipment and stuff. And
Sure.
so, yeah, we added this on. No big deal. Like,
At first, it was so we could have a nice little home gym for us to work out in.
you know,
How did
yeah,
that go?
Get really...
Black leather
Clearly.
couch.
You guys got
We're still
jacked.
using it, clearly.
Well, we don't need to build our own because we have amazing sponsors, which we should probably
Correct.
bring up.
We
right?
should definitely
Before we
talk
get too
some
far.
business. Beyond Driven Fitness, right? In Leroy, New York, on Main Street. Definitely the best gym in Genesee County. I should know. I've checked them all out.
That's cool.
And, yeah.
That's a
man.
recommendation right there, just from you.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I guess. I mean,
not that you're like Mr. Jim, but you're like, I think you're a good representation of the everyman.
I try to, do what I can, and I think, if you want to go to a great place where they can help you out in many different ways, 24/7 access, fitness classes from way more qualified people than I could ever be, and, just all around great folks who support our military, support local, scholastic athletes, all of that good stuff. So
we need to get a sign from them because
Yes.
we have a sign from our other
for sure.
sponsor.
We should have that.
API.
We should also have those guys on a stream. I gotta get with Casey
absolutely.
and ask him if he can come and hang out with us
We
sometime.
could do a remote too, even if.
Burpees. He's just gonna do burpees the entire show.
That would be super impressive. I'm not sure.
For charity.
All right.
I'm going to be fitness
see.
a whole Christmas ham in my mouth this
Fitness
weekend.
ham.
Burping a lot, yeah. All the food I'll be eating.
For sure.
Fitness whole Christmas ham in my mouth.
We didn't publish this maybe as much as we did the first time around, but we're giving guns away tonight too. So stick
Two.
around. Two guns. That's right.
we
And they're
missed
behind
the
Josh.
stream
They're right
last
back
week.
there. Yeah, we did. We did.
I've been stressing about this so much. I haven't put any posts out.
Just to get this to work.
just
yeah.
to get all of this to work.
It's very stressful. But,
There's a lot
okay,
of wires
so we've got one
around.
more sponsor. We have their lovely logo behind us here. API.
Yes.
Right? Arms Preservation, Inc. You've got money tied up in your firearms, in your ammo, in your gear. You don't want it to get ruined, right?
Any
So-
metal product, really.
Yeah, take that extra step.
Yeah.
They are not that expensive. I think the most expensive thing they sell is like $25, and that would fit like you could probably fit like 10 AR-15s in that thing. It would be like for like a 55-gallon drum.
Very good size
like
bag.
a normal tactical one is what, like $15 I want to say for like one AR.
15, 19, something
Something like
similar
that. Yeah.
to that. Yeah.
Very affordable, extremely locally made, right here in East Rochester.
Extremely locally.
Yeah, I really like my products. I just like them, as locally sourced.
As locally sourced, organic, GMO,
Yeah,
whatever we
it's
can,
awesome.
non-GMO.
They're also gluten-free.
Yeah, they're definitely
that is
no gluten
scientifically, yeah.
No
100%.
nitrates.
It's not just a bag, though. There is a
Free from red 40.
chemical in there that off gases that actually interacts with your firearm and prohibits corrosion. That is a lot of fancy
Vapor
stuff. I had a lot of
corrosion
science words out there
inhibitor,
right
the
now.
VCI
VCI,
technology,
baby.
100%.
So yeah, take that step. Visit our sponsors, both Beyond Driven and API, and we thank them for sponsoring the stream.
Yeah, and they watch our stream too, so you
Hopefully.
know they're
Hopefully.
they're-
Yeah.
Rich does. I see him chime in from time to time.
Nice.
every once in a while he'll be in there like, "Good job, guys."
Aw,
Whatever.
aw.
Always
Speaking
Two
of the
our
stream,
biggest supporters. Honestly.
Seriously, though, they are.
Yeah.
100%.
So speaking of the stream, going back, what we were talking about, we have this garage that we built, and like men, once you build a garage, you fill it up with crap.
100%.
So we
That's
filled
how it
this
goes.
place up kind of with crap, and I mean, running a business it never stops, right? That door, you've always got to open. You've got the customers. The customers are at like that top of the pyramid, and everything else kind of just happens. And it's tough. I mean, life happens. We've all got things that are going on. So the garage just kind of became the
Catch-all.
yeah. I was going to say the pit of despair here at the store. Just we
became the
threw it in
Sarlacc.
here. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, that's nice. The Sarlacc pit. We do like a once a year like clean out. We throw out a bunch of shit, and then it just got worse and worse and worse. And finally, we were like, you know what? It was, putting a strain on us setting this stream up and taking it down every week.
Right.
It's hard to come up with content when it takes us like 30 minutes or so. And we're always scrambling, and, there's never the cable where you left it, and there's always, BS. So we had a plan to clean the garage out, and part of it is going to be a workshop for Dapper Ghost Customs, which is another extremely local company that is doing some amazing
Very local.
stippling and custom
Super
work.
local.
6 feet
Super
that
local.
way.
Very local.
I can
Doing
smell
some
him.
amazing stippling work, custom jobs, all sorts of stuff. I hear he might branch into Cerakoting. We might get into doing some machining type stuff, maybe.
Boy.
Got some stuff coming up. So we wanted a space for that, and we were like, hey, you know what? We can carve out a little corner here to do our live stream. That way we can leave this stuff set up. We can kind of just come in, turn it on, get to work. We can focus more on the content. We can focus more on the customer experience out there. So
Right.
it was, like I said, this building wasn't insulated, so we had to do that. We put the walls up. We put insulation up in the ceiling. Electrical work, obviously, we had to dress it up. We had to decorate it and whatnot.
Right.
And yeah, we've also got new streaming software. Not software, actually hardware.
Hardware.
So,
software.
yeah. So let us know in the comments if this looks better than usual, if
sounds
if
better.
the lag. Usually we start getting lag, throughout this, and we're just trying like one by one like to whittle away all those problems.
Knock 'em off.
We had a certain device that worked okay, but I think it was a little underpowered and just not exactly what we needed for what we're doing.
Sure.
This device is supposed to be better, and kind of the last thing is going to be just running our own fiber optic internet, becoming our own ISP. I think
Yeah.
that's our last option. I don't know
Right.
what the hell. Because if it's Spectrum or Verizon or sorry, whoever it is, Frontier, we have Spectrum.
With Spectrum.
Whoever, not that it matters, but yeah, that's our big thing. So yeah, we've got a studio. We've got a lot of stuff. Do we want to kind of like talk about Josh? What?
Yeah.
Can I make one comment real quick?
Yeah, hit us.
It's really weird. I don't know how loud it is for you guys, but I can hear the rain on the roof.
We can
Like,
hear
in my
it.
ears.
Yeah.
you?
Can they hear it? I'm sure.
I don't know.
If
We're
they
on
have
a
their-
10-second delay, so it's weird. Like the comments are happening.
A little delayed.
What's
That is
why are we
strange.
on a delay?
I wonder, is that a setting in that thing? I wonder.
I don't
Maybe.
think so. I think it's just
Yeah.
hardware.
Just
I think
it takes.
Didn't
long
used to
of a
be
cord.
that. Oh,
It could be. It's a long cord and it's a long.
I don't know if that matters.
It's a lot of stuff to compress. And again, maybe that's why the other system was lagging so much. Like it was just, it couldn't handle it.
Everything
you know.
everything is looking really, really good performance wise.
It's good.
So-
It's real good.
I'm impressed.
How are we looking? More
So
importantly,
beautiful.
okay, that's the
I
most.
look forward to this every Thursday just to stare at.
Rule number one is look cool.
That's absolutely true.
So
It's a fact.
let's do a little quick tour here. What do we got?
I'm most interested in the sign by you, Brandon.
Which one?
The
The one that
The
says
lit sign.
State Forest. Where do you get, where do you buy those, Josh? The one that says State.
boy.
Can we see that on
That
camera?
was
We actually can't see it.
We can't
Oh,
see any of
damn.
those. Aw.
that was a good turn
Well,
around.
I can bring the sign that Josh is talking about. Oh, what happened there? Here we go.
Is that
I'm a fan of
Women.
decor
Oh yes.
of all kind.
Okay.
You know, like advertising, 1950s, 60s advertising, whatever. Yeah, and I saw that, and
It's got to be like a restroom sign, right?
I would think so. Yeah. Maybe if the light turns on, someone's in there or something. I don't know why it would be lit like that. But yeah, I saw it on eBay. I had to have
Cool.
it. I'm stupid like that. And you know, I just thought it'd be nice. We could have like a button here, and it could be like, what's the best thing about our lives? Bing. We could light the sign. The
There you go.
Yep.
boys are laughing because that was not what my original intent of idea was, but
It's close.
close, right? I'm gonna unplug
You
it.
figured if we turned on the
Can you see the
sign,
shovel?
then women would show up.
Can't see anything up there.
Oh man,
Yeah,
you can't even see Dan's bag.
What the?
These are my views.
All right.
Here, let's hold on. Can I take
Yeah.
over this camera?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Let's go up.
Let's do a little tour.
All right, so
Sure.
we're up. We're up here. We're at the shovel.
Cool.
Let's talk about those signs, Josh.
Yeah, I found them in the trash. Somebody was throwing them out.
That sounds about right.
Did you see that? Somebody posted something. Speaking of that, a little segue. Somebody posted something about like how when people adopt like a dog, they're like, yeah, like we did like a test meet, and then like I passed the application process, and you know, like he hung out for a day, and you know, he liked everybody great, and you know, finally I got to adopt him, and it was so beautiful. And then like people talk about their cats, and they're like, yeah, I found this one in the trash. It's like I took him home.
Yeah.
Found this one in the storm drain. He's a good look.
Garbage kitty.
Good kitty.
All right, so what's that? Why do we have a golden shovel up there?
So that shovel was the first piece of equipment to break ground here after the land was purchased to build the pin,
Amen.
and it is 24 karat.
Clearly.
24 karat Krylon.
Yeah. We got a nice little bullet board here from Sierra.
Only missing like 12 or 13 bullets.
Yep.
Which, again, that was another eBay find. Actually, very recently, I just bought that. I was buying some stuff, obviously, for the stream. And cartridge boards like that usually go for $300, $400, $500. And I got that one for like 80 because it was missing some bullets. We got Gun Jesus.
Probably Gun Jesus will go right here.
We got a mount.
Ian from Forgotten Weapons.
I lost the key. You need to have it open to mount it.
Oh,
Because it just screws in like from the back and then you just close it.
Right.
Yeah. We've got some cool targets. That's a good one if you're trying to zero. I guess specifically an AR-15. That's a good one for a 25-yard zero. We've got Sniper Dan's drag bag up there.
That one's from Sniper School, I believe. Like that was the one that he had in Sniper School. I don't know if that one saw combat or not. We've got Harry Knuckles.
Yeah, another favorite target of our.
The Ronald
customers.
Reagan.
Yeah.
Tell us about that hockey stick.
Yeah, that is signed by a bunch of Sabres players, and I don't know which ones.
We'll have to take it to Antiques Roadshow.
But yeah, right.
They'll appraise it.
Yeah, I've had that for a couple of years. I thought it would look cool up on the wall. Of course, we got our API sign here. Then we got a very nice wooden paddle. I believe that's maple with a string of oak in the center there. And we've got two crudely drawn pictures of Brandon over here.
Way up there.
Way up there.
Who put the mortar team ready? Was that you, Pat?
No.
that
Joe.
was actually Joe.
Joe
Was it
did
Joe?
that.
Someone put a
That
sticker
was funny.
The people in the canoe look like a mortar team.
That was
That are ready
funny.
to
You
shoot.
should have put that one up. That one would
That
have
does.
been hilarious.
I kept the little sticky note. So, and obviously snowshoes. And then
Of course.
Back to the boys.
100%.
Of course.
So,
Hyundai P.
I
Yep.
think that's back.
Good stuff.
This one time.
So yeah, that's our live stream tour. Hopefully we'll add more accoutrements.
We're working on a cool firing pin sign. Ty's
Yeah.
working on
I'm
with
happy
another
with
local
this.
artist. You know.
Sweet.
So on my end, it shows that it's showing the same screen. It shows you showing the shovel. Here it looks good, but on Facebook, so I'm just letting you know things
Or behind or whatever from what we're.
No, I think it's frozen on my end.
Oh,
But I think they're good. It's just I'm not seeing it.
Interesting. Do we have any questions? Do we have any comments?
Concerns?
Yeah, I definitely have been taking notes.
Yeah, Josh, can you check where we're at on the stream? And see
Yeah, I'm
this?
trying to.
First of all, Ari says hi.
Aww.
I didn't see him.
I have
last
children.
week, but he usually comes on earlier, and I'm checking stuff out still, so I'm sorry.
I'd never got a notification that we went live.
We
Never.
didn't. We didn't. We're still trapped in the internet from the other time.
I get a notification.
Okay, next little comment. Jeremiah. Hi, Jeremiah. He says he loves your shirt. That's the best Christmas movie ever.
Yes, no, thank you. I'm trying to like shoehorn you in there somewhere with a shout out, but you helped me out. So thank you, Jeremiah, for the awesome shirt. You gave me this like a year or maybe 2 ago. And so I wanted to wear it here on the stream tonight. And
Stream's looking good.
Nice.
Good deal.
Jeremiah's
Okay.
such a good guy.
He's an awesome. We have so many awesome supporters,
Oh, I
but
know.
yeah, he's definitely one of the very best ones. One of the very coolest.
Oh yeah, always hooking us up.
Always helping us out.
We have a lot of really nice people that bring us things around the holidays. We've been brought
Oh, yeah, dude,
an
we got
apple
so
pie,
many
a pizza,
Mm-hmm.
some peppermint bark from the Stupinskis every year. Like when that stops, I'm gonna be angry. Legitimate. Like,
They need to send like the recipe
yeah.
along that last time. Yeah,
Yeah.
the community, I mean, every store, I mean, probably even gas stations or whatever, like, every store has a community, but I think the one that we have here is, obviously I'm a little biased, but I think our community is something else.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're super cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Super cool.
I love our
Everybody's
guys.
real.
They take care
Everybody's
of
very
us.
nice to us.
Take care of
For
So
sure.
there was a question that someone had asked us on Facebook about this weather
Yeah.
coming up. We have no idea, obviously, yet. I know the National Weather Service and the media, they hype everything up, like
Every
crazy.
time. It's always a level 5 kill storm.
We'll see. Yeah, 5 kill storm. We'll see what happens. The National Weather Service said this time that it's a once in a generation storm.
Of course
This storm
why
coming.
not?
So,
Why wouldn't it be?
Maybe it is, maybe it won't be. We will have to just play it by ear. If we lose power, that's kind of it. There's not much we can do. And
Right.
We'll put it out there.
I'm here regardless, so.
Yeah, unless the roads are like impassable, like if they put out some type of travel ban, obviously for Genesee County. So, if you're not aware, we are in Genesee County, so we're just over the border. But it is one of those things that, depending on who it is, like Brian lives deep within the county, so. He's got some southern blood in him, is what Josh was saying. Yeah, but yeah, just keep an eye on Facebook. If we do close, we'll put it out there, and that's
Yeah.
kind of all.
That's where we post
That's
all the
all
updates.
I got to say about that.
Yep.
Right.
Ty, we got any?
Oh,
we
yeah,
got any
I just have
cues?
to read some more.
Let's do them.
I'm only working from my laptop today, so I apologize for being a little slow to get. Brian Kirby from Take Aim TV.
Whoa!
says, "You guys are
Whoa.
Looking sexy. AF."
He
He's-
watches the stream.
He does.
Damn,
He
Take
checks
Aim
it
TV.
sometimes.
That's
My.
humbling, man. That's
We
a
are
big-
on another,
That's another channel
level.
that should be checked
We
out.
gotta do some more collabs with him.
I've been
Yeah.
talking to you about
He
that
should
for a
come
while.
down for a interview.
My brain's always churning. I always got so much content, and I need somebody like Brian Kirby to.
This is straight vodka, by the way.
Yeah, no, we have so many awesome people that we could like collaborate with to keep those creative juices kind of flowing and help each other out.
Yep.
We should do that, guys. I see there's a lot of awesome handguns sitting on the table.
There
here.
are.
I don't
There are.
want to
What is
touch
happening?
them because
You don't.
first of
Well,
all, for safety reasons, Like, I just don't. Wanna,
So
See,
scary.
we
I
are-
don't want a kid to see that.
we are not the same because I only want to touch them. Like I just want to touch them a lot.
all of them.
Specifically,
I just want to touch them a lot.
I just
That was
want to
cool.
touch them up.
The
Isn't it
doctor
weird how
actually-
light that gun is?
Yeah, it is
weird?
extraordinarily light for how long
awesome
it is.
it is.
Yeah, no, it's got a lot of
Did this one
coolness.
go to, like, did it always know it was going to go to university for higher education? Like, what makes it a doctor
Right?
versus just a mister? The other ones are just misters.
I didn't know where this were going.
This one is a doctor, the Doctor 920.
Well, first of all, it's compensated. It's generously compensated.
Okay, all right.
Right.
As a doctor usually is.
As,
Would be,
right.
yeah.
Absolutely. So, yeah, no, it has this awesome comp, which doesn't screw on now. It is actually pinned on.
That's cool.
So
Except for
it's
states
New York
like ours.
State, yeah, New York State
That's cool.
compliant, which is great. It's got a full-length metal guide rod. It's a 2-piece guide rod. So it's got the sleeve that slides on a full-length metal insert. It's got obviously the really cool Shadow Systems frame.
Yep.
It's a Shadow Systems pistol. So it's got the ledges for your thumb on either side, whether you're a left-handed shooter or a right-handed shooter. You're going to be covered there. It has it's Gen 4 setup, right? So it's got the Gen 4 big square magazine release.
Yep.
It's got the lightened slide.
Spiral fluted barrel.
Spiral fluted match grade barrel, very accurate in my experience. Optics cut. Now
Universal.
the Shadow Systems
So good.
cut is amazing because
It's
whatever
pretty smart.
optic you
So
have,
yummy for me.
yeah, you can just take that plate off and you can smack whatever optic you want on there. You got a hollow sun, you got a SIG, you got a loophole, don't matter. You're good. Shadow Systems has a very nice trigger, I think. I believe it's a 4 to 4.5 pound as opposed to the 5 to 5.5
Sounds
pound
accurate.
trigger. It does have a plastic magazine well. I don't know if Shadow Systems offers a metal magazine well as like an aftermarket.
I've not seen one.
Because I know that they're obviously this whole grip frame is very proprietary to them.
Yeah.
With the backstrap setup the way it is, and
That's true. It
The
wouldn't-
magwell. So there's
Yeah.
really nothing else that you're going to be
That's
able to
true.
do in terms of like a third party.
I bet somebody
option
makes one.
to-
They're pretty
Maybe-
popular now.
Yeah, maybe now at this point, but when these first started to become, when these were first on our radar, I don't think that would have been the case. So, very cool if you're looking for like a match ready pistol, right? I'm not in love with their sights, honestly, and they left them the same on that gun. They're night fishing. They're like okay, but they're kind of like standard width front sights, which,
Yes.
as you know, standard width blade for me,
Yep.
not ideal.
Agreed.
So here on the opposite side, Josh, what do you have in front of you? You want to talk about that one?
Now, I thought
Yeah.
you had to be a SIG master dealer to get that.
Boy, howdy.
How did you get it so quick?
You could not be
How did
farther
we get that
from the truth.
3 days ago?
We have had this for multiple days, just so you know. We just got around to
when you get so many cool guns
making
in,
the mags
it's just like,
compliant.
it's like, oh,
It's hard to keep up with the cool guns,
It's
yeah.
not cool.
This is the new SIG Sauer DH3. DH standing for competition shooter Dan Horner, right? Super cool guy, very good shooter. He basically collabed with SIG Sauer to take essentially the 320 X5 Legion. Am I on this camera or no?
Sorry.
This is an interesting camera angle that I'm not used to.
There you go. Down. I'm not used to it either.
So
To essentially take the SIG X5
keep it up there because you're not
Legion.
caught up. Oh well, you will. Catch up.
The 6 hour X5 Legion with its tungsten infused polymer frame.
Yep.
Gigantic magwell.
Yep.
Now, what I wish they had done to this gun, and I understand why they went this way, the SIG Light night sights to me are more for a defensive use.
Sure.
I would have liked to see them keep the very fine green fiber optic that's on the Legion
Yes.
on this.
Yes.
But I think they were going for like a lower 1/3 co-witness because most people are probably going to slap an optic on here.
Sure.
Silicone nitride, is that what that's called?
Carbide.
Carbide.
Silicone carbide.
Silicone carbide. Basically sandpaper, like skate tape, that is more or less, like embedded into the frame, which makes it extremely
I like how it's
extremely grippy.
inlaid too. It's not
Yeah.
like a sticker.
Right, it's
that
not-
they just
yeah.
like put on there. That's like
Now people can see it.
that's
Right.
part of it.
It's like
Oh, nice.
it's like they put like an adhesive on and then, like dusted it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know if that's how they
I think
do
they do it like this.
Kind of, yeah,
They can't.
They salt bay it a little bit.
like that.
Yeah, I'm not real sure how they
Salt
get
bay.
the silica carbide into the frame, but it
Throw it
seems
real
like
hard.
seems like it's on there pretty good.
Yeah.
And what's
They
the
have
price tag on
equivalent
that
of
gun?
a easy bake oven.
$12.99. So it's more expensive than the X5 Legion.
By about $300.
Yeah. But
It
man,
does have what's
a
the
sweet
trigger?
gun.
Is that an Armory Craft?
It's a standard. It's the regular SIG flat
Oh, it is.
trigger.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I know, I haven't read like the spec sheet on this yet.
I was hoping it was like a Gray Guns or like an Armory Craft or like.
Yeah, I don't think so. To me, it feels just like the Legion one.
So bright.
Are we
Yeah.
back to a normal?
Yeah, we're looking at you.
Oh, cool.
Can you see this computer right here?
No.
You can't.
I can see it from where
I
I'm
can
standing.
barely see it. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, hi.
That's what.
Hi.
Those guys.
That's
are
what they're
handsome.
seeing.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Neato.
Good looking folks.
No, I don't think that's exact.
wow.
Well, never mind. Doesn't matter.
So
So-
yeah, so that's the SIG DH3.
So I mean that you throw
brand spanking new.
an optic on it,
Yeah,
and man,
go
they're-
to town.
you have only yourself to blame for why you didn't win that USPSA match.
Yep.
That is that's a very good handgun, man. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, like hard to go wrong.
I like the mags. I don't know why. I like the
The way that they
These aren't the SIG light sights. What are these? I can't.
are those X-ray 3 sights.
X-ray sights. Yeah.
I think those are the SIG X-ray 3s. So this gun here, another like competition ready.
Everybody's pumping them out.
Yeah, man. So this is the SIG M&P 9 competitor. So it's the metal framed gun. I think it's aluminum, pretty sure. It's got the metal full length guide rod. This does have a match grade barrel with a target crown and stuff like that. It's got the slide with the lightning cuts on it. It's not compensated, ported, anything like that. I don't really think that would be a necessity on a gun like this. It's got the ambi controls on it, which I really like. This new M&P trigger, I kind of dig it. I don't
It's
know
great.
why.
I like it.
I think it's pretty good.
I like it a lot more than their old one. For sure.
The mag release on this gun, I think you can kind of adjust it a little bit. It's got like a set screw. It's got like a screw rate. I'm not really sure, but it seems like there
I think
might
you
be
can
some
swap
sort of.
these out. I think
Oh, maybe there's like a different.
Yeah.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I really like the shape of this frame.
Very
The way that
grippy,
they
too.
did it, and it's
Very grippy.
the texture, and the texture to me is in all kind of the right places. I
Yeah.
don't really feel like I need a lot more texture than what's on here, and I don't feel like it's gonna like eat my skin off my hands
Right.
either, which is nice. But yeah, man, Josh, what's the price on something like this? Do you know? Do you remember?
$975.
That's really nice.
Very hard to beat a gun in that class from such a top name in the gun industry, coming in at under a K.
I'm glad that
Impressive.
Smith was able to
Competition
come
ready
out
pistol,
of.
Yeah.
You know, I remember back 10, 15 years ago, they had the Sigma model. They had the SD.
Oh.
Still have it.
series.
Still have it.
Right. And there was
Here, I'm
some,
gonna switch places.
I don't want to say controversy, but Smith & Wesson, at least their semi-autos, there was like a dark time, I would say. Like they weren't making their 5,000 or, the classic, like the metal frame guns anymore. They were only kind of making like, they had the Bodyguard, and then they had, the SD series. And now just where they've come with these competitions, where the M&P series now has come.
Right.
Man, I very much like the Glock or the Shadow Systems, which is a Glock, obviously, Evolution. Right. I think I would still drift towards that. It's hard to not like the 320s that they're pumping out nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, it's very hard to not like that gun. But for the extra $300, man, I don't know.
Go right towards an optic.
It's hard not to really be drawn to the Smith either. I very much like, these
I would have to
three
shoot.
solid. Yeah.
I would have to shoot the Smith a little bit more. Like I've shot the SIGs a little bit. I have a P320 VTAC that I really like. Well, I will eventually once it works.
Oh, Pat.
But yeah, once it works, I'll like it a lot. But as soon as I saw this,
That's cool. I want to go
I
spend
was
some time
like,
with that.
man, I really want to know.
In my experience with that, and it's probably way different now that it's been shot a bunch, is a little bit finicky. It comes, the DR920P,
Okay.
it comes with 2 recoil springs. And at least when we first got it in, I got it to run good with 124 grain. A little bit finicky with 115 grain ammo, but
Using both of the springs?
yeah,
Or
yeah. But Shadow Systems, right on their website, and
says 200
Yeah.
round break-in or something like that.
100%. So I haven't shot it since we first got it. So
Should we give away a gun?
Yeah. I don't know how we're going to do it. We didn't plan that far ahead.
I don't know. How do you want to do it?
Shares? That's always, I feel like that's a cop-out, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked how you did it last time.
Call with a password.
Call with a password. That
That's what
was
we did last time.
fun.
It was fun.
That was.
I'm down.
We still live?
Oh yeah, we're live.
Okay.
What should the password be?
Oh man.
Is the phone on?
Probably because we came out here. I don't think we thought to turn it
I'll
off.
go grab one. You
This
guys come
time.
up with a password. Let me know. And. They have to know
Oh
it.
man, this is
This is hard.
snowshoe.
Snowshoe's the password?
It has to be.
All right, first person to call with the password of Snowshoe, you're gonna win which gun?
Let's
Wait,
do the.
hold
let's-
on. We don't want to do like some sort of like trivia question or something
have
like
to say
that.
this.
Oh,
they
I
have
like
to-
that.
Okay, well let's
You know
do
what I'm
that
saying, like-
for the next one because we're giving away 2 guns.
Okay. Well, yeah. All right. Because, yeah, I mean, snowshoe, yeah, it's whatever. But
585-494-0333.
Oh, do we have a call?
Did you say this one?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do the Mossberg.
Do it.
Go ahead.
What's
Did
the
you just end
password?
the call?
Accidentally.
It was probably Dave.
I think it was Jeremiah. Because he last number called.
Call him back.
if
If he knows the password, he'll win it. Just ask him what the password is.
he knows the password.
What's the?
Hi. Did you call us?
I did. Snowshoes.
Oh, yes. All right.
Who is it?
Who is
Jeremiah.
this?
Jeremiah.
You didn't recognize it? That's Jeremiah.
Oh, sweet.
My man.
Jeremiah who?
Announce his name.
You won a Mossberg 500, my friend.
Cool.
Yay!
Yay.
Okay.
Definitely not going
Bye,
to
buddy.
on that.
Thank
We're all gonna touch it.
Bye.
I'm going to.
That's dope. Good for him. Good for you, man.
Okay.
Fucking
You're gonna
Merry
remember
Christmas.
that?
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry. F-bomb.
It's okay. It's Christmas.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's okay.
All right.
Speaking of Jeremiah, yo, I'm going to put on a sweatshirt now. Like, I got a
Yeah, we
chance
don't actually
to-
have heat in here yet.
I got a
We
chance to don my gay apparel, but it is
we
nipply out here.
insulated in here, but we're still working on bringing the geothermal over here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
They made it sound like it was going to be possible. We just had to bring a duct and a return over. Just going to tie it into the main system.
Derp.
But
But now I can't see Pat's muscle.
it's actually not that.
I left him in my other shirt.
What do you think it's here? Like a solid 50, 55 maybe?
Yeah.
I want to get a
Yeah.
thermometer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably. I mean, it's
We'll-
probably
I'm
50-something
comfortable.
degrees
We've
out
got a
there.
little salamander.
I'm just a
here, but
bitch.
it's
I would
too
no,
loud.
I wouldn't be if I have a fleece on. So, all right. So we'll do some more talking. We're gonna give away another gun.
Yes, we have another gun.
And
You want
we
to
have
show them the gun?
comments.
Can you
This-
show them the gun and
yeah.
explain what it is? Because it's really cool.
This time though, we're going to, like Pat said, do a trivia.
I like the trivia question,
I like
yeah.
the trivia question.
Okay.
This is a Traditions crack shot XBR, and a crack shot on its own is just a single shot 22 caliber rifle. But
Super handy.
22
Yeah.
LR.
yeah,
Okay.
but a crack shot XBR comes with a different front end. Don't want to call it a barrel because it's not really a barrel. That fires a crossbow bolt using a 25 caliber like blank firing round.
That's crazy.
So this is like an upper. So this is kind of like an upper receiver.
Yeah,
Like, This
sure.
is an upper receiver,
Sure.
right? Like,
Yep.
I would go
Yeah.
there,
Yep.
right? For lack of a better term.
So this
it's a proprietary bolt or any
Yeah.
kind of bolt?
no,
it's a special bolt.
Yeah.
And it's special ammo, right?
This has like an inner tube,
Mm-hmm.
right? That you slip the arrow. I want to call it an arrow because it's longer than.
It
like,
literally
legs.
says arrows right now.
Oh, okay.
so,
It
like,
shoots
Alright,
arrows.
so-
Okay.
if they're using
So,
arrows,
it's an arrow. So you slide the arrow. The arrow's open. It has no knock at the end.
sure.
sure.
You slide the shaft of the arrow over this internal shaft,
Just slide the shafts.
and you slide it all the way down,
Oh, yeah.
right? And
What were you
then
doing? What again? The
It's
what?
got to slide the shaft all the way
Okay.
down.
your 25 caliber blank round goes right in there,
Nice.
and it's loud,
Sure.
but it
Because it's a
Now,
20. It's
shoots it at like 350
gunpowder.
feet per
When
second.
can I use this to hunt? Do you use this during crossbow season? Do you use it
No.
during bow? You have to use this during gun season?
I think you have to use it during gun
Because
season.
you're using smokeless powder to propel,
Right.
right? Like,
Right.
And it's
It's not. You have to do a background check, so it's not a muzzle loader.
Maybe in another state. It
sure.
would be it's,
depending on state
it's
laws,
a
because
very
the projectile is an arrow.
correct.
That
It's-
would be interesting. We should call the DEC and ask and
I-
just get a clarification if you
I
haven't.
did when these first came out, but
Yeah.
I don't think they were on anybody's radar.
Sure.
Then,
Yeah, they don't know
so-
how to classify these things. My gut would say it's a crossbow, which you can use a crossbow in regular bow season, or is there special crossbow season?
There's a special crossbow season,
Why are there so many seasons? Man?
but you
Fucking
can
hunt.
use the crossbow during regular season if you.
sure.
wanted
Sure,
to.
sure.
But yeah, there is after so like normal archery season is October 1st to October 31st, and then like the 2 weeks after that is crossbow only, and then regular season starts.
Gotcha.
So,
So,
pretty
it is
cool.
super
Pretty
cool. It comes with a 22, so you can always shoot it
Yeah.
as a 22. You get the squirrels, you get your kid. You know, this would be a great kids,
Well, you can't
gun.
shoot it at your kid.
Well, no.
I got super confused there.
You
for a
get your squirrels and then you get your kid. No,
I wonder, man, I would say, I guess most places where you couldn't shoot a gun, you probably
Yeah.
couldn't also shoot this. But I'm
be
thinking
too
maybe
loud.
that's
It's
that's
pretty
an
loud.
angle.
Yeah.
It's gonna be loud.
Yeah.
Because you're using 25.
It's louder than
caliber
you would
blank.
think.
Sure.
like hearing safe.
No,
No,
I wouldn't think so, right?
Man.
Because it's 25 caliber blanks. It's like
it's only a couple more than 20.
The first time we got one of these in, I like tested it in the back garage here when we had that big white like bow target.
Target,
I just
yeah.
kind of
Oh, poof. Yeah.
walked right up to it, and I wasn't wearing ears, and I regretted it.
Okay.
But I was inside.
Inside of concrete, yeah.
Possibly outside, it might be like a 22 Magnum.
But here's the thing. You already have damaged your hearing.
Yes, sure.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
if I had virgin ears.
Yeah, it'd be
And
loud.
right?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Like, I can shoot a handgun with no hearing protection, and it does not
Your ears
change
don't ring.
anything.
Yeah.
Like I've already
That ship has
diminished my
sailed.
right. Like, but I don't want that for other people, right?
Yeah.
So I want to encourage them to like wear hearing protection.
Uncle Sam
like,
took that V card.
100%, man. Like, yeah, I'm jacked up forever.
I just
so.
believe in the safety glasses and ear pro should be worn at all times.
All the
It's-
safety, all the time.
It's so like
all times.
it's such a low level commitment to have that stuff and to use that stuff to protect yourself. And yeah, it's low likelihood event that you're gonna get something catastrophic that happens with the eyes. But I've seen people take, and I've taken myself, hot brass to the eye, and that sucks.
Yeah.
Brandon,
yes.
do you remember when I shot you?
Yes.
Out back?
When that
It sounds so bad.
why don't you tell that story?
So, you and I were going out back and shooting 22, and Brandon had a revolver, and we swapped 22s because we were just shooting each other's, and the cylinder didn't line right with the barrel, and a shaving of lead, like a thick shaving of lead, shaved off and embedded itself right into Brandon's lip, and like. I remember having to like pull it out, and it was a sliver. Like
Yeah,
my God.
it like
coming
took my
with it.
lip with it, and it like, yeah.
That was
remember
wild.
fun.
Again,
remember
always
that.
safety glasses. Thankfully, we were wearing safety glasses.
We were, yeah. I have like, because back in those days I wore contacts, and then I just like one day ran out of contacts and I was lazy and I just switched back to wearing glasses, and that was like 3 or 4 years ago by now. And now I think I have like a phobia of going back because because I've been thinking about getting the surgery, right? And I think if I did, I would get like just safety glasses that look like normal glasses that have no corrective
Yeah.
lenses in them.
Blue light.
Just because I always I always wear eye protection, like, and I like that. And I wear sometimes if you have to like, I gotta go find it, and now I can't find it. Screw it, I won't wear it, and that's the one
Sure.
time Murphy's Law.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. So
No, it's not a bad idea for people that like, because every once in a while I'll just be here doing stuff, and like I
Hey,
have
come
to
shoot
pop
my
on the
new
range,
gun,
yeah,
or whatever.
I have to
Yeah,
pop
yeah.
onto the range for whatever reason, and I wasn't planning to do that, right? So like it would be good.
it's gonna be
just
nice
to
when we're
have,
old. We can
like-
just turn our hearing aids off.
Right.
You'll have glasses. You can just turn your ears off, and you won't need to go find anything.
Boom. Yep.
Alexa, turn my ears off, Sonny. God bless.
Well, pretty soon we all get the
Lexington.
thing.
There we go. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll just shut your
Your
senses
ears
off.
have detected gunshots and shut off to protect you.
Yep, 100%.
You joke. That's like decibel readings over 100. Like
Redirecting to
crazy.
Anytime now, it's gonna happen.
55 Shades of Grey.
What are the questions?
We have a lot of like stuff to go over. So I'm.
People
Yeah.
just saying how cool this new studio is
Yeah,
and how awesome we
We
are.
had 2 questions from Cody and Dave asking where the beers were.
Yeah, I don't know. They're
Again,
gone.
we were focusing so much on doing all
yeah.
of this. I
Forgot.
See, now we'll have enough room. We could set up like a kegerator.
Yeah.
That might be the move.
Yeah.
That might be the
Yeah,
move.
Josh is like.
Oh, and then everybody could complain about.
Oh yeah.
Now there's just beer
Listen, how
right
come the gun isn't
there.
like this? Tell me. They don't want you to know.
You guys are getting your guns drunk.
Because of the liberals.
What should we do our trivia question on? It's got to be something
Birds?
stream related, right? It could be about birds.
Drop your favorite bird in chat, and Josh will pick. No, that's not it. That's not it.
He's becoming more of a regular listener or watcher. Rich Chapman. He asked what camera we're using for the new setup, and it's literally the same cameras. We just switched one piece of streaming hardware, and it changed.
Does it look that much better?
People are
Yeah, yeah,
People were loving
Awesome.
it earlier.
We've
Awesome.
got Panasonic, though, I think, is
Yeah,
the main.
it's the same one, Panasonic 4K.
Which we did recently upgrade, though.
Loving
We've
the new
got
video quality, boys.
2 of them. This,
Sweet.
yeah,
Dope.
this one and that
Yeah.
one is those. No,
Sorry, this
that one. Those 2 are the same, and then the other ones are older.
This one's older.
But those still look pretty good, don't they? They look better than they did back in the
I
day.
think this is my least favorite camera.
Yeah,
personally.
we'll upgrade that one next. The overhead cam 2 is an old crappy
Yeah.
one that was like $100. That doesn't. I mean, from here anyways, it doesn't look bad. I want to get a new.
Ah,
We should get a new covering so that the guns show up a little better. This isn't the best background, but it's okay. What else we got? We got questions?
So thanks, Rich, for chiming in.
Yeah,
He
absolutely.
usually does chime in often. Jeremiah, I will message you for your question. For your question, 'cause it's personal. Same guy, Rich Chapman. Okay. You guys want to get into it? Like
Sure.
The shadow, the elephant in the room.
Sure.
All right. He's asking.
Wait,
what's
which
up
one?
With the Buffalo
Okay.
and Rochester manufacturers suing.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I know you have a lot to say about that, Brandon.
Man, I think it's absolutely messed up, and I think a lot of people agree. And in fact, if you go on to Reddit, which is obviously a very liberal website, and I get a lot of flack for going on there. Why even bother? But if you go on there, there is a 150 plus comment. There may even be way more than that. The last time I checked, I can't remember. In the Rochester specific subreddit, someone posted like, "Hey, the city is doing this," and every comment is like, "That's retarded," and that is a waste of time. Like, I hate gun. Like, people are saying like, "I absolutely loathe firearms. This is not the way. Like, we are wasting our money.
Wow.
Like, we can do so much better. It's just dumb. It's not a good argument if you don't know what we're talking about." Buffalo, the city of Buffalo, the city of Rochester, and the state, I believe, there are going to be 3 separate lawsuits that are all. They definitely orchestrated this together. What is her? Letitia Jane, right? Mm-hmm. She definitely orchestrated this all because the 2 lawsuits, if you look them up, they're identical. The wording, the people named in the suits, all of the stuff is identical. But they've basically, Buffalo and Rochester, have decided to sue almost every major firearms manufacturer. Glock, Beretta, Colt, Smith & Wesson, you name them. There's 20 to 30 firearms manufacturers listed, and then there are several distributors, ones that we use like RSR, Iron Valley, I think was on there. Primary Arms. There was a P80 store. There's a bunch of stores, and then there are retailers. There are both kitchen table FFLs that I don't want to say I've never heard of, but like smaller, just mom and pop shops, and
From the Buffalo area.
Buffalo area, and Wolcott Guns.
None from the Rochester area.
I was very happy to see none from Rochester, and it almost seemed like Buffalo maybe came up with this idea, like the mayor over there, Malik Evans, our mayor in Rochester, like tagged along and didn't really like add anything to it. You know what I mean? Like, where's Amchar on there? I mean, they're a major distributor right in Rochester. Where's I'm glad that they didn't make it, but like All-Star. I mean, Mike, he made a comment like he didn't know if he should be like happy or pissed that they said there's no gun manufacturers in Rochester.
I have a theory on how they got there.
Yeah.
I think they took all of the guns that were used in crimes in that area.
Sure.
They did the traces on them, right? Mm-hmm. And they took, whether they took every trace gun that was used within the past year.
We found a Colt.
Yeah.
So we're suing Colt.
Yep. And it went from Colt, then it went to RSR.
Sure.
So RSR's on there.
Sure.
And then it went to Wolcott's, so Wolcott's is on there, and they're the last one that's sold.
Sure.
So,
which not to insinuate that we're doing anything wrong, because it just happens. We get trace requests. We get. I mean, at this point in the store's career, we get one a month, maybe.
At least,
maybe more, maybe less, but we'd have to pull to see how many we've done.
But
but we get trace requests. I mean, people buy firearms. People that we know. Like, we got one for a guy that we know. I don't want to say really well, but like we know him, and like and I am willing to bet that he did not like go down to Avenue D and sell that gun to a criminal, and yet here we are. We're doing a NICS trace on a gun that he bought. You know what I mean? So like, when you buy a gun, I mean, at least in New York, there is a paper trail. People listening in other states and before the SAFE Act in New York, you could just go meet a dude in a parking lot. Here's cash. Here's the gun. Like, there it is. And especially if you were the guy who did the background check on it, if you bought it new from the store and then you just sell it, that's kind of nerve-wracking in a way, because you don't know, 5-10 years from now, you're gonna get that knock on the door, you're gonna get that call from the sheriff's department, from the ATF doing a trace, and you're not required to in other states. Hey, I met some dude, I don't know, he's a redhead, he drove a Subaru, that's all I remember. I don't know, it's kind of cute. What else am I supposed to remember about him?
Kind of.
Well, okay. It was dark.
Fair enough.
Isn't it always?
Isn't it always? The bathroom lights are always out at the rest stops. So there's a lawsuit going forward basically saying that the way these guns are marketed and sold, which I have another problem with because I don't want to say I see all of the gun advertising and marketing, but I see a lot of it. That's something that I'm interested in on multiple levels, obviously, as a consumer and as someone in the industry. So I look at a lot of the advertising that's out there, and is some of it, like the Chad flying in the helicopter, whatever, explosion, Michael Bay stuff? Maybe some of it is. I think 90% of the gun advertising that's out there, though, is protect your family.
Yeah.
And protect your loved ones, and protect your property, and it's protect, defend, defend, defend.
Yep.
They're not... Have you ever seen a gun like, hey, go to Tops and kill people? Smith & Wesson! Like, that's not a thing. That's not an ad. Like, they're going to be mad that I said those two things together. Yeah. Like, what's that?
Like Tech Nines.
That was a long time ago. I don't think they do that.
Talking about like
No.
the fingerprints thing.
Yeah.
What was the ad?
I have
Fingerprint
yet to actually see one.
Yeah.
Like, they're gone.
Sure.
But I've heard the great that the Tech 9 manufacturers had like fingerprint resistant, and this was like in the 90s before the internet was huge. So
Yeah. Hey man,
that's the only thing.
free speech, man.
Free speech.
You know?
Yeah. Man. I can post what I want.
Another thing though that they're claiming is that the way the media, the way Hollywood portrays them, they're blaming John Wick on Colt and Glock. I don't think like Glock went or what guns are in John Wick, Shadow Systems, or I have actually never seen it.
Terran Tactical.
Yeah, like they didn't go to Hollywood and were like, "Hey, you should make this movie."
I've never
Like,
seen
I don't
it
think
either.
that's how it works. Like maybe that is how it works, but I don't think so.
No way.
That's a bad example.
They are blaming the object, for
Where does it
what
end?
a criminal has done. Yeah, I mean, you can't sue Ford for drunk drivers. I really don't understand.
Or the dealership,
logic.
or the
Yeah.
or
Right,
the car
individuals
salesman.
are responsible for their actions and no one else.
Right.
And if they can show us proof, if they can show me a Smith & Wesson ad where it said, go kill people and do this kind of stuff, commit these terrible acts of violence that people are doing,
I don't support Smith.
then I would backtrack and or not backtrack, but I would change my position and I would say, yeah, fuck them. But show me
But
where
that
they're
would be
doing
that would be in
How
a
did
specific instance, though, right? Like that would be like this manufacturer put out some advertising,
or just in general
seemed
the violence that we're seeing in the city. I mean, if you follow, there's Facebook pages every night. You can see shooting on this street, shooting on that street, 3 dead over here, in Rochester. I would like to know, obviously I think all of us as society would like to know how that happened. But I'm going to go out there on a limb and say that the radio ad that I hear about Smith & Wesson defending your family didn't do it. That wasn't involved.
Have you heard of Smith ad?
Mm-hmm. They're on, if you listen to like 95.1,
Yep.
they have,
Really?
and it plays often, dude.
Really?
Yeah, it plays often.
I have never seen a
I'll hear it on the way home tonight.
other than in magazines.
So
Yeah, same. I've never heard in any kind of major audio or like visual, like on the TV. I've never seen an ad, but yeah, Smith & Wesson lately has been advertising a lot, at least locally.
So the other thing that I think is kind of ridiculous about this lawsuit, though, and I haven't actually seen it, but from what you guys are describing, it sounds like they're suing a lot of different people, right? Or a lot of different entities, a lot of different companies. But
that have a lot of money for lawyers.
all of those companies individually have money for lawyers, right? Like they all have legal teams and legal department. Like
Giant teams.
what
Glock,
are you doing?
Beretta.
Like you don't want to, you don't want
So-
to try to take them on like individually and like see if you can win that way, because like
In
then
fact,
you only have
that's
to defeat one team of multi-million-dollar lawyers, right? Like, and who's more to blame for the crime? Is it the gun manufacturers, or is it the people who are supposed to be enforcing the laws, right? And the people who are supposed to be like coming up with legislation that actually like does something to mitigate criminality, as opposed to try to blame instruments, right? So
A question I have too is like who asked for this, right? Like were people going
yeah,
to
whose agenda is this?
Malik
Is
Evans'
this-
office and saying this is what we want you to do, because they
Right.
they work for us, right?
Correct.
We don't just live under their whatever their rule is they come up with, and we have to deal with it.
Seems like
is this the best use of public funds? Is to spend all this money on these lawsuits for what end goal?
And I would
Even if that
support-
end goal, right, which we don't support any of the end goals of this, but even if we did, Is this the way to achieve them? Because what is the end goal? To reduce gun violence or to reduce
Allegedly.
violence, to reduce violence, right? To reduce death
But
in the
but
city.
in suing these corporations, right? Like, I assume that there's some sort of monetary damages that are attached to that. Like, they're not asking Smith and Wesson to like come in and solve the problem.
No, you're
as
right.
Part
They-
of their
they wanna-
they want money,
Right.
Right. So it's a cash grab, right? Just like every other thing that these people do, right? Like it's always the same thing. It's always a revenue generating
And
scam.
they're very
right? Like,
willing. They have no skin
time.
in the game other than they might lose an election, but by playing into their base, I feel like this is ensuring.
well, I feel like somebody should countersue them for all of the crime then on behalf of all the victims.
Right.
Of,
So,
right?
like that's
why
their
isn't
job,
Letitia
right?
James
Yeah.
personally, like individually, being sued like in civil court for all of the crime victims in the state of New York that she's failing on the why can't you?
Her job is to
It's
ensure
dereliction of duty
the safety
every
of all
single
of
day.
us, yeah.
Like what does she have? Does she have something better to do than solve the criminality problem? I'm confused. Apparently she does. She's got lawsuits to file in civil court, I guess.
What they're not also doing is they're certainly not giving us any guidance on how to follow any of these laws that they.
That's what I'm
publish.
saying. They've got all of this. They've got all of this
What are they doing?
time on their hands,
Yeah.
and now they want the Department of Criminal Justice
Well,
Services
that
to
lawsuit,
take over all of the
That lawsuit's like a 200-page document. Did you see all the research and everything that they did? That's what they're doing.
right.
They're sitting there all day,
Well,
wasting.
I'm glad we got money for that and
Yeah.
time for that.
Right. And I don't think. I mean, I hope that whatever judge this goes in front of, just laughs at them and throws them right out. Mm-hmm. But even still, how much money was wasted, even just getting us to this point
Right,
now?
exactly.
And the amount of money that was spent, could that have been spent on our schools, our mental health?
Right.
The actual root causes. Because you could sue. Go ahead, sue all these companies out of business. Make every company stop doing business in New York. Is that gonna is the guy on FD not gonna go shoot up the rival whatever's going on
Well, how many
that's
guns
still
are
all
already?
going to be happening?
How many guns are already out there?
already there.
You
Yeah.
might. Okay, so let's just say that no more guns come into the state of New York ever.
You can
There's still
scale
multiple guns
3D
for every
print.
resident. Like I could have.
Sure.
We could all have
You can
three.
still make-
Right.
it's
You
not-
You can't stop
And
the signal.
It
You
doesn't
can't
stop.
regulate- yeah.
We've all got our houses. We've all
can't
got.
regulate that.
We've all got
No.
our stuff going on. What is stopping you? Why don't you go commit a bunch of crimes tonight?
I'm busy.
I'm busy. I'm busy too. But your needs are met. You had that say solid upbringing to instill those values in you. You had the education. You have a job. You have opportunities. You have all those things that I guess the government is supposed to not provide to you, but make sure that all those things can happen. Right, all the infrastructure the bridges need to be built. The fireman needs to be there in case there's a fire or whatever. Right. If they were doing their job and society was at a place, say where I live or where you live or whatever,
Right.
things are doing good, but they have failed those people, say in the urban areas so badly that it's just, they don't have those the root cause of those crimes, right? Why do crimes only happen? I don't say only happen, but why are crimes happening in Rochester and not in Bergen? Right.
Right.
I know what the answer some people are going to type in the comments, and that's terrible. But it's if they were doing their jobs, if they were putting the money in the right places, I think we could have the systems, the resources in place that we could stop these things. You'd have a guy who he's going to go commit a robbery because he doesn't have a job because he needs the money and he doesn't have the job and all these things
Right. No, I agree. The
So,
majority of crime has to
yeah.
do with poverty and shit like that.
Yeah.
But there are still violent, evil people out there too. So you're never gonna totally do away with, even if everybody had all of their
even in those,
basic needs,
socialist
met,
utopias, they
right?
still have prison, they still
yeah,
have all
there's
those
still gonna
things,
be all of that
yeah.
stuff. So ultimately, it's a problem about people, right? It's a problem about people making choices that they feel like they have to make. So, but ultimately, the decisions that are being made as far as the lawsuit and allocation of resources,
Insane.
I don't think that's going to do anything to solve any problems. So that's pretty shitty.
So what you're saying is we should all wear masks and
Bring back the guillotine.
bring back the peace.
You know what Jim said? I don't know if you saw Jim's comment, but I liked it.
Yeah, which one?
If you want to get crime off the streets, you got to take it out of office.
There you go.
Correct.
Very
I'm happy
true.
He said it enough.
Very true.
Absolutely.
Seriously, though.
That's a good
What
comment.
what else we got over there?
Everybody's just saying how awesome we're looking.
Nice. Good.
I bet I don't look as awesome as you do holding your phone watching us.
Hmm.
That was sincere. I've got a lot. I don't know. I have a lot, but I don't.
Okay.
Brandon, where'd you get that mirror that's over by the... Did you get that from Uline?
By the popcorn machine?
Yeah.
I wanted to bring that one out.
It's really funny.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the safest of them all? You know what else I wanted to show off that we can do? This table can go up. Look at that. Oh, see, because they couldn't see that before. Now look what they can see. Come and take it.
That we're not wearing pants?
No, now they can't
this
see
nice?
that even more.
Okay, good.
Look at that.
Good.
Is this a good height?
Woo!
That's
Yeah,
I think it's
that's-
pretty nice.
This is drinking height.
This is coming.
Right?
Okay.
Now
This
we're
is-
at a bar.
this is
now we're
cocktail
like-
hour.
All right.
I know, but now I wish I had
Wish
a
I had
high
some horse-
stool of.
Whores divorce.
What was that, Josh?
Whores divorce.
When you said whores, I
Waiting
was
for
like, wait a
live video
second.
signal.
Oh.
Damn it.
What?
It says waiting for live video signal. The broadcast is waiting for a signal.
Ooh.
Shit,
Yeah,
was it the
we-
table?
we
Did the table
froze.
fuck everything up?
Yep.
It's like off.
We
off.
froze. Yeah, we're frozen.
God dang it.
We're
We're
freezing.
still technically live.
Wait.
Hi.
Are we
Was
trapped
that,
in the internet?
So before that said
Yeah.
3%. Is that the 39%, 40%? Before that said 3%.
It did.
We
Like the
also
whole-
just hit an hour. So
Oh, man, is that when they
maybe
throttle
we're being
us?
Throttled.
Is that when they do it? That's some
But
BS.
it's like
It's off for 10 seconds, on for 2.
okay.
Off
Want to see
for-
what it looks like on my side?
Yeah?
Off for 10 seconds, on for 2. Yep. It's just coming in and out.
Like usually, like it would just be a little blob of red, but now it's been red for
Man.
a while.
Dang.
It happened right at the hour mark.
Son of a biscuit.
So is that what they do to us?
So yeah, dude, look how it's spiking now. It's up to 70s
That's... Oh, yeah. 70% what?
of our bandwidth usage being used, right? Or Dude, that's bananas.
Just coming in and out.
Yeah.
Man, we were going to give away another gun,
So
too.
let's end the stream and start a new one.
Do it. End it and start a new one.
What happens?
We're gonna stay live audio wise because audio is still good.
This table's so cool.
That is.
It is a neat table. It is a neat table. I like it.
I like it.
We had SpongeBob on that TV today.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the TV works over there. I got it signed in.
for Ty or for,
Me and Brian
okay.
just had it, you know. We put it up there, and then I had I hooked the store's Amazon Prime
Sure.
account up to it.
Nice,
Can you guys believe my baby's a month old already?
dude. That's bananas.
That's crazy.
My granddaughter is 6 months old.
Good lord.
My little baby goes in for surgery tomorrow.
Half
Aw,
of a year.
man.
For what?
She's got a little hernia.
Oh yeah.
That should be fairly quick, right?
It's supposed to be. We're
Yeah.
like, I'm still like, I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
the
Oh, yeah.
routine.
About it.
Yeah,
Like,
the
it's just so
routine
scary,
procedures are still scary too. Yeah.
Oh, like just
Yep.
the thought of her little, you know, they're gonna cut her open. They're gonna cut into her.
Yeah, I remember when Evan went to have his tonsils out, and like it doesn't get much more
Sure.
routine than that.
But it's scary.
But, like,
yeah, like did you
still.
like anytime they go under?
Yeah.
Because it's just scary. Like
You don't know what's gonna happen, man. But yeah, it's gonna be fine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Like, she's
statistically,
going strong, like,
yeah,
we have
yeah.
such
yeah.
good doctors. Yeah,
We do have
very-
great. Yeah, this is a
The
great
thing that
place.
stinks is so she's like 6 months old, right?
Right.
So she was supposed to have this like 2 months ago,
Yeah.
but she didn't. She had to take a COVID test, and she was tested positive for COVID.
Oh,
I
dang.
don't think she actually had it, but
Right.
the test said
Antibodies,
she did.
though.
So yeah. So she couldn't do it. Well, when she was supposed to have it, when she was 4 months old,
Yeah.
she could barely move around. Like they don't do much. When
Right.
now she's 6 months old, dude. All she wants to do is move and squirm and roll and go everywhere.
Yep.
So it's just gonna be very difficult, I think, to to let her heal, she's gonna want to be, But that, little kids heal so fast.
Yeah, they
you
get.
know. It's crazy. Are we live now, Ty, or no?
It's not letting me go live, but we're still technically live. I mean, we're recording it. I can upload the.
Oh,
audio.
that's cool. Yeah.
That'll be good. I mean, if we
Facebook is
decide
not
to
letting
do
you?
like an audio podcast type format, is that like kind of
That is the goal. Yeah.
that's
But
dope.
it costs some good money.
We're gonna do it though.
We're gonna do it, yeah.
How many viewers did we have?
Average.
30?
Yeah.
30-ish?
Well, when we went down, or when we started cutting in and out, we were like in the 20s.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but I think that was because they were already starting to drop off. I think they knew the deal.
That
Like
could be,
once,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Once we start to cut in and out like that, most people
Stinks.
kind of, they kind of know what's up at that point.
I've been trying. We gotta get an actual Ethernet drop over here. Right now we're running like a 50-foot HDMI cable, so I'm sure that's, maybe we can get that 3% down to like a 2%. I don't know if that matters, but I want to get an actual Ethernet over here for Ty, and then, man, I would love to know like what it would cost to get like better internet over here. Like, how close is the fiber? Like, what would it take to run it? They just run it on the power lines, anyways. It's not like it's run underground.
Right.
So. Nothing, Ty. Bunch of dildos.
Yeah, man. Now I feel badly for whoever was going to win that other gun because we said we were going to give away 2, but it seems like the stream isn't going to let us do what we got to
I think
do.
we'll get it. I just have to. There's so many things to do now.
What would happen? Well, I guess it doesn't work for everybody though. I was gonna say what would happen if we went live streaming over on Instagram.
Oh, are we? I think we're. Are we here?
I don't know.
Don't look so bored. My wife said, "Don't look so bored."
Well,
She posted that we're live.
okay. No,
She
that's
sent us this. Merry
back.
Christmas.
Okay.
Round
Awesome.
2. Round 2 fight.
What up, guys? Yeah, no.
All right.
So over there,
We're
it looks
sad
like
because we can't tell if we're live or not.
Yeah, we didn't know, guys. We didn't want to go anyplace because we wanted to
2.
be here
So sad.
and able to strip off the audio. But it sounds like we're back, so that's awesome.
We're back.
Still can. So, just so you guys
Back.
know,
Oh.
somebody's calling.
Snowshoe. It's too late.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
Nice.
I
Dope.
don't see anything. I'm literally scrolling through Facebook.
Okay. Well, Josh has it over here, so
you have
we
all
can
the
kind of
comments
see
from all
what's
these
going on.
And it's cutting in and out.
It's cut
again.
Do you think it's weather related too? Maybe
Could be.
because like the
Very well could be.
Could be. Let's give away the gun so we can at least get.
yeah.
that out
Let's
of the
do
way.
that, and then we can go.
Trivia question.
That's all you, Josh. I can't see anything.
It still says waiting for live signal.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't really
Look at our
know
number
how we
again,
would be
32,
able
33,
to.
34.
That sucks.
Let's just pick someone that made a good comment and let's just make a post. Let's just call it for the night for the
Yeah.
stream.
Okay.
Maybe we just keep them at an hour next time or under
That's so
right under an
hard.
hour. It's tough because we usually go like a solid hour and a half, sometimes even 2, man.
I know, man. Sometimes we have some good stuff going on.
fun.
I think that would force us to tighten things up a little bit, though, and it would force us to like maybe have like somewhat of a better plan to. I don't know, because I really like doing the show the way that we do it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I think it would be better. Yeah, no, it's
Still
better
have
that way.
audio,
But
too,
oh.
Yeah.
so, like, we're still running audio.
I still think like our biggest viewership is gonna come once we like, okay, we're gonna do the live stream, and then Ty's gonna sit there for a few hours and like cut out the best 15 minutes of it, and when we post that video,
for sure.
we're gonna get
For the gun, do you want to just do it on your phone?
just like post a picture. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I mean like go live.
Oh
on your-
shit!
on
Yeah,
your
you want to do
phone.
that? Let's
Yeah.
try that. Ty, you want to close all that out?
Sure. I'm still gonna go live for audio.
Oh sure, yeah.
Yeah, can you keep the audio up, but you don't.
We gotta
need-
think of a trivia question.
Okay, yeah, let's do that first, real quick. So we could do like. I don't want to do something that they could research.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking something stream related. I was thinking maybe like who is Flannel Daddy, like who is Gun Jesus.
Oh, do you know Flannel Daddy's real name?
That's searchable.
Yeah, like what's
Okay.
yeah, that is very searchable.
And it's the most common name ever.
I love love that we came up with so much stuff for this giveaway. It's just funny.
Who does Flannel Daddy always joke is his dad?
That's a good one. That's hard to search.
Who is? So we all know who Flannel Daddy is. Who is Flannel Granddaddy?
Yeah. Right.
I would say you.
Would people say Hickok? That would be my guess.
No, it's
It's
wait,
Travis
I
Haley.
can't.
So just call us. There's nobody to even call. So that is, I guess, the question that you're gonna have to comment. First comment for that question.
No, call like he's gonna go live on his phone,
Ah,
and we can still call it. Still call
We
us.
still do it.
but we still have audio. This is a fun little.
Experiment,
Yeah,
We'll see how it goes.
figuring things out.
it's like half audio live stream, half behind the scenes.
Half like podcast.
Video
Yeah,
live
it's
stream.
I think I
pretty
have to
crazy.
do it like this, don't I?
I'm not the expert on that.
Yeah, I don't think I can turn.
It doesn't look the same though.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good. Ty, you gonna come get in on this?
No, I'll just hold it.
Oh,
Oh man, so we got all this fancy equipment, we get the whole thing going, and I don't know, something happened here, where we're on the backup mode, we're on the phone. We got to give away that gun though. We wanted to wrap up
crack
right
shot.
before Christmas. Yeah, we've got got an amateur
Making
over
people
here.
sick.
Oh my gosh! Just get the black couch and frame and just stand there. We got to give away the gun.
You're not getting your
have
5-piece chicken nuggets if you don't.
we have a trivia question, and you have to comment in the comments there. I don't know
Or call us.
or call us.
yeah. Let's have him call us.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do a
us.
call.
Okay.
Call us.
So, if you guys watch Flannel Daddy, those of you who know who the Flannel Daddy is, okay, who is his dad, aka Flannel Granddaddy? Think about it. Some of you know.
Call us.
I want to know his actual name though.
Yeah, you have to tell
It's
us.
a real person.
Yeah,
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
real person.
a
He's
real-
not actually Flannel Daddy's.
They're not actually
Flannel
related.
Daddy's dad, but yeah, they're not relatives.
I'll give you something if you pull
It's
up his
like
real grandfather.
it's like a well-known yeah. It's like a
That would be
well-known
hilarious.
joke in the gun tube industry
Correct.
that
You've got to call.
who Flannel
Yeah,
Daddy
call the store.
Call
At
us.
what's the phone?
585-494-0333.
And do it.
Who is
Like-
Flannel
gun.
Daddy's?
Do it quickly, yeah, because you're
Daddy.
gonna get a gun,
It's a pretty
and we
cool
want to
gun.
go home.
Yes, we would like to go home.
We literally cannot leave until you call.
can't do it.
We're stuck here.
Now we're really
Now
trapped in
nobody's
the
calling.
internet. Yeah. Flannel Daddy's daddy.
What a cool
Who is
studio,
it?
though.
It says
Now
we're
that
sideways, but like I know
gotta-
that, but like
you gotta-
it's hard to.
Oh my gosh.
We were sideways.
Awkward.
Yeah,
What a cool.
He owns a training company.
dude, how many
I
cameras
curse
does
you
your
if
phone
you
have? I'm
record.
It's
looking.
crazy, dude. When you're like zooming in, or if you move your phone, it'll like auto like change to a different camera. It's
Oh,
crazy.
jeez, that's wild.
Oh,
Thank
somebody's
you.
calling.
Jeez.
Someone's calling. It can't be Jeremiah again.
He's gonna win a second gun.
Thanks for calling the firing pin live.
Hello.
Hello.
Who is Flannel Daddy's daddy? Are you there?
Yeah.
All right. What's the answer?
I didn't catch the question.
Oh.
Sorry.
Alright.
Okay. The question is,
Well, ask him. Yeah.
who is Flannel Daddy's daddy?
He doesn't know who that is.
5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we're moving on.
We gotta
Thanks
go.
for calling.
Thanks for calling.
Good
Merry
job.
Christmas.
All right, somebody
All right.
call us.
Somebody tell me who
Somebody-
Flannel Daddy's daddy is.
Oh,
I'll have
man.
Christmas dinner at some point.
This is.
You do?
Oh, another call.
All right, your turn, Pat.
Hello.
Hello?
Who is?
Travis Haley.
Yeah.
All right. Who's this?
This is Logan.
Nice.
Is that?
Very cool.
Can we get a last name?
You won a gun.
Sweet. It's Gaveette.
Gavette. All right, Logan.
Josh writing it down.
Cool.
We got you. Josh is
Wait.
taking down the note
Come
right
get you
now.
a crack shot.
Gavette.
You
Phone
got it.
number?
585-911.
Do this off the air.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't.
He only said 585 on there.
I did. Still going. Show them the studio.
I don't want to show too much. It doesn't look great.
It's behind the scenes. Look at our forklift. Show them.
Look at our forklift.
It's a Daewoo. It's a Daewoo.
That's the best.
It is. Just like the rifle.
Just like the right.
Yes. South Korean's finest.
I want a Daewoo rifle.
That forklift's been with us for a while. We bought that thing like 2018, I want to say.
It's a solid piece
No,
of machinery.
2016. We've had that thing for way longer. This is, yeah. Hi.
Nice.
That's very close. This is a very...
Hi.
Show off the other guns I brought over. Let's do some inventory. I brought over a Henry. Look at this cool Henry. Long Colt. Look at that. Henry with a side gate. Look at that.
King's patent itself.
Isn't that? He patented it. And you can have a threaded barrel in New York. Did you know you can have a threaded barrel in New York? Because that one's got a threaded barrel in New York. It's cool because it's a lever action. It's got some Picatinny rail. Look at this carbon fiber Mauser in 6.5 PRC. I'll be honest, we didn't want to buy these. We didn't mean to buy these. I don't know anyone who shoots 6.5 PRC. Our salesman said, hey, you want a 6.5 rifle? We were like, yeah, sure, 6.5 rifle. But it's 6.5 PRC, so not 6.5 Creedmoor. That's okay. Still cool.
gun.
We have, and it's a great price. I mean, for a Mauser in the carbon fiber finish, $675. It's awesome.
That's a nice gun.
This is a Winchester Model 70.
That is a nice
The
gun.
Coyote
6.5 PRC
Light.
ammo's gotta be
Light
relatively
is a strange
expensive, though.
word for this gun because it's actually kind of heavy, but it's lighter than you'd think it would be.
Ballistically,
Also
though,
has a
is it
threaded barrel,
comparable
which is also
to
legal because it's
Creedmoor?
bolt action.
think it's
Wicked
better
cool.
than-
We've
I
got a
think
very elusive. You
Like
don't see these too
flatter.
often.
Yeah, I think
A
it's
Ruger
more-
Mini 14 in
more desirable
stainless.
for long range shooting.
$1,000. 5.56.
Must have a semi-automatic rifle permit.
Must have a semi-auto
Don't
rifle
tell me
permit.
that.
Stupid.
Don't tell me that when the
finally
gun's
we got
over
this
there
Mossberg
being all
930
affordable and shit.
Thunder Ranch model.
Don't tell
I think
me that
is
either.
super, super duper cool. With the door breacher, yeah. So that is a semi-auto, but you don't need a permit because it's a shotgun.
Why are you telling me that now? What are you doing?
So there you go. All right, guys. We want anything else? We saying anything else?
That's awesome.
Merry
First Amendment.
Christmas,
Cool.
everybody.
We're gonna go home. We love you all. Merry
Bye,
Christmas.
Be safe over the weekend.
I'm gonna touch the. I'm gonna touch the trigger.
roads and the weather.
I'm touching the trigger. I love you.
Bye, fam.